You're watching Spirit Spotlight.
Hey everybody, this is Austin Sumowitz with WNEM TV5 Sports, and welcome to the Spirit Spotlight, where we zone in on everything Saginaw Spirit hockey. I am joined once again by Dylan Clark, the play-by-play commentator for the Spirit. Guys are coming off of a huge win over the Windsor Spitfires here at home over the weekend, and now they've got a massive matchup tonight. The Flint Firebirds in the I-75 Divide Cup, still looking for that first win of the series. Talk to me right now just how the team's feeling and going into tonight.
I think good. I think that game on Saturday built a lot of confidence. You know, it's the top team in the Western Conference in Windsor, and it was a low-scoring game. There have been a little bit more of those in the last couple of weeks than maybe we've been used to here over the years, but they showed that they can handle low-scoring games. They can come out and find that extra edge to get the 2 points. So it was big to see that victory against Windsor on Saturday, and I know they'll carry that momentum as much as they can into this game on Wednesday.
And I mean, this series, we've seen it all year, separated by inches, multiple overtime finishes, 1-goal differences in games. I mean, how big is it going to be just for Saginaw to just try to get on the right end of things to be able to keep the I-75 series alive against a Flint team that they've been battling with?
Yeah, I know guys are motivated. This is always one of the more fun rivalries, and for, like you said, it's been a lot of 1-goal games, a couple of coin flips, and things are looking a little bit different right now. But that trophy's been in the dressing room for 3 years now, and the Spirit want to keep it there. And they can't win all 4, or they can't win 5 remaining games right now. They can't do it all in one night, so you got to start with the next one. So do what you can to keep it out of Flint's hands, and I know that things are going to be pretty tightly contested.
No doubt about that. We just had some big news as well coming out of the Spirit with Nick Sema announcing that he's going to continue his career outside of the OHL next year when he commits to play for the University of Michigan. How huge is that for a guy like him?
That's massive. You know, he's put so much work in, and the steps he's taken, I think, just to become a leader in this hockey team, and not to say anything about the things that he's done on the ice as well. You know, you talked about that game on Windsor, the game against Windsor on Saturday. You know, he scores a game-winning goal and looks pretty good doing it. So good to see him get that extra boost. I would expect him to have another big week with the big news there. But it's huge. You know, with the way the rules have changed, he's in his last season of OHL eligibility. He's going to a great place, and I know it's going to be another big step in his hockey career.
And we got the chance to talk to Nick after he got off the ice today from practice about the huge news of his commitment to U of M. So let's hear what he had to say about joining the Wolverines next year.
It was kind of a no-brainer for me. They reached out about a month ago, wanted to bring me down for a visit. Saw everything that they had to offer, and it was a no-brainer for me for, you know, my development, one, you know, being able to get an education too, but just also just to go to school, play for the University of Michigan is a treat and a blessing in itself. So it's awesome, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity to commit there.
We've seen so many great NHL players come out of the University of Michigan. Can you tell me real quick, what were some of the drawing factors from your interest in that program and just wanting to join them after your OHL career?
I mean, probably the biggest thing is their development path for me. They see, obviously, my goal is to play in the NHL. And I think Michigan allows me to develop as a player and kind of get that extra runway. And they like to use the term overripe there, and just become keep getting better every year, and be able to develop my game and become the player that I want to be. That's able to jump into pro, however many years down the road that is, and kind of have an impact right away. So that's kind of my plan, and also the facilities and the coaching staff and the guys there top notch, and it was a no-brainer for me. I think I committed the day after I visited. Like, it was right away. I knew where I wanted to go. Everyone was on my side, and yeah.
I think it'll be fair to say it'll be cool to see him in the maize and blue next year when Nick plays for the University of Michigan, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, it'll be great.
And then we also got the chance to talk with defenseman Graydon Jones. He's a guy going into his second year with the Spirit. And you talked to me earlier about how it seems like this team is really relying on him in a lot of big moments, and he stepped up to the occasion as well.
Yeah, he's seen a lot more minutes this year than he has in years past, and it comes with a lot of responsibility, and he's handled it well, especially more as we get into the season. He's worked kind of in tandem a lot with a lot of different guys. They've been dressing 7 defensemen more often than not, so you're seeing a different partner on the back end every couple of shifts. So it's next man up mentality. He's put a lot of work in and developed both sides of his game. The offense has increased dramatically, and I think there's a higher level of responsibility as well in the defensive end.
I got the chance to talk with Graydon after he got off the ice and how he's feeling going into this week, so let's hear from Graydon. Well, I'm joined now by Spirit defenseman Graydon Jones. Graydon, I mean, you guys are coming off of a huge win over Windsor here at home, and now massive matchup on Wednesday in the I-75 Divide Cup against Flint, and then a doubleheader over the weekend against London. Talk to me right now how the team's feeling coming off of that win.
We're feeling pretty confident. Like, every day we come to the rink, like, just trying to get better, like whether that's working on our D zone or our O zone and our neutral zone. Like, as you can see, like, we're not going to win games by a lot of goals, but we're going to find a way to win every game.
That's for sure. And we've seen some great performances out of guys right now. We just talked with Nick, who just committed to Michigan to play after his OHL career is wrapped up. He came in with that late goal in the third. Can you talk to me about the impact you've seen him make on the ice?
Yeah, he's always given 100% out there, like whether it's a big hit or a fight or scoring a big goal like that, like to give us some energy in the third period there, and like that was just huge for our momentum swing there.
You're going into your second year right now with the Saginaw Spirit. Talk to me right now, just like from year 1 to year 2, what's kind of been the difference from you and just the way that you've attacked the game and just been with this franchise?
Yeah, like my first year, like I was a little less confident with the puck, like just trying to make like safer plays, but this year I found I've had more confidence, and I've just tried to build off that like every game.
Talk to me about some of the young guys that have come into this team, especially I feel like on the D side. I mean, Levi's been such a great pairing on the blue line for you guys. I mean, how big is it just being able to find that that just real big collaborative effect when you guys are working on the blue line, especially with the new guys that have come in?
Yeah, like Levi, obviously he's made a big impact on our D core there, like scoring a lot of big goals and racking up a lot of points. Like he's a good 200-foot defenseman, I think, and like it's been good to play with him. Yeah, and like even our younger forwards, like they've made an impact as well. Like whether they got to score a goal or go out there and make a hit, like it's just everybody's going right now, and it's nice to see.
Have you felt like just coming into your second year, like the teams really look to you in a lot of big moments to step up and be able to make some big stops on the D side or be able to put up some assists for the forwards?
Yeah, like I said, like coming back in for my first year, like I've gained a lot more confidence, like with the puck and all that, and I find that's helped in my game and made me a better player this year.
You know, the I-75 Divide Series has been kind of one-sided so far. You got a chance to be able to get your first win in the series on Wednesday. Talk to me real quick, just from the first few games, what have you kind of seen out of that series with Flint and just the way the games have gone?
Every game's like been pretty close. It's been a one-goal game most of the time. Like we've lost in overtime twice, I believe, and a shootout once. So that obviously stings, but like it shows that we're right there, and all it takes is one bounce, and we're on the winning side.
And then that doubleheader against London. Talk to me right now. That's a team that this Spirit squad has been very familiar with over the years. I mean, how big is it just to be able to get them in a back-to-back?
Yeah, it's huge. Going into London, like we need 2 points there, and we need to come right back here and bring that exact same effort that we're going to bring in London and to secure another 2 points here.
Awesome. Graydon, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
We appreciate Graydon for his time. Excited to see what he and the Spirit do this week. And it's a busy week for them coming out with, of course, tonight's game against Flint. But then, of course, after Thanksgiving, they have a busy weekend with a back-to-back against their old dreaded foes, the London Knights. How big is that matchup with getting them at London first and then coming back here on Saturday night to get the London Knights?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. It's the first meeting of the season with them, and they've had their usual success. They won 6 out of their last 10 and snapped a bit of a losing streak the other night against the Sioux. So it'll be good. It's always a challenging place to play in London, but I know, ask anybody in that dressing room, it's probably one of their favorite road buildings to go be there and be a part of that atmosphere. So nobody's going to have a hard time getting up for it. I know there's going to be a lot of guys getting their first exposure to that rivalry. But we just talked to Nick, and it's still alive and well. They'll learn pretty quickly, I think.
Oh, no doubt about that. Now, going into tonight's game, we also mentioned before we started the show that the Spirit are going to be out without one of their top scorers, and Nikita Klepov. He's currently busy outside of the OHL. If you want to share what he's up to right now, and hopefully we'll be able to see him back this weekend. But busy week for Nikita Klepov.
Yeah, it's tough to be without your leading scorer, but it's for a good reason. He's in Alberta right now in the CHL USA Prospects Challenge, so he's representing the CHL as they take on the top prospects out of the U.S. National Team Development Program. Exciting opportunity for him. It's a big year, like we said. He's projected to be a first-round NHL pick, so we'll cheer him on from afar. And again, miss him on in this game against Flint, but hope to see him back soon.
At Flint, then at London on Friday, and then the Spirit will come back for their next home game against the London Knights Saturday night. What can fans expect if they come out to the Dow Event Center for that massive game?
Yeah, I think a lot of anticipation. We just saw a home and home against Windsor in Windsor last Friday, and then here in this building the night after, and there was some carryover. There's a lot of penalty minutes, and there was something after pretty much every whistle. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more about that, or a little bit more of that against London on Saturday.
I mean, you talked about the rivalry from years upon these teams going at it, and I mean, it just seems like you said with that Windsor series, like you got two top programs in the OHL that the Spirit are going up against, and there's just like a different energy what it feels like with these games, and it's always fun to see it live, no doubt about.
Yeah. I mean, this is an important time of year. We're already over a third of the way through the season, and trying to move up and get hands on a home ice spot in the first round of the playoffs. Right now, sitting in 8th, and there's a lot of movement that's anticipated and expected. And again, I'm excited to see just how much of a springboard that win against Windsor on Saturday will be.
No doubt about it. Now, of course, once again, fans, if you are interested to come out and see the Spirit take on the London Knights this Saturday night, tickets are available at SaginawSpirit.com. Spirit start off the week tonight against the Flint Firebirds in Flint in the I-75 Divide Cup, and then they get the London Knights at London on Friday before coming back home to face the Knights on Saturday night here at the Dow Event Center. Dylan, thank you so much for your time. Always appreciate you having you on.
Thanks, Austin.
And then I'm Austin Sumwitz with WNEM TV5 Sports. This has been the Spirit Spotlight. Go Spirit.